Good morning, Richard Eckley here. Happy Tuesday morning to you. We're on a Tuesday, so on a Wealth Tuesday, on your 4 keys to a healthier, happier you. And you never know what's just around the corner. So life has a way of throwing us curveballs. Some good, some bad. It just does what it does. And we have to cope with the situations that arise. And we don't always know. Sometimes perhaps we think a bad situation has just happened. But we don't know until all the circumstances play out quite what's going to be, because sometimes a bad situation which seems bad now actually ends up being a blessing in disguise, and it works out actually for the better, because the certain thing that happened earlier led on to something else us doing which improved the situation. So we don't always know what it is. Our main sort of thing we can do is focus on who we want to become in the future, what we want to do in the future, and just keep that vision of where we want to go in our minds and keep heading ourselves towards it. Life's going to throw us different curveballs as it comes along. It's not up to us to really change what life's going to throw at us. It's how we respond to those reactions and keep moving ourselves forward to where we want to go and see what happens. I remember a great story I read last week. It's about a Chinese farmer. And it was the Chinese farmer. He had his one son and one horse. And they were working on the ground, planting all the crops and doing everything. And then the son put the horse away and they went to bed. And the following morning they got up and the horse had escaped and gone. And the other farmer said, "Oh my God, you're so unlucky. How unlucky is that? You've lost the one horse you've got. How are you going to plough your farm now? How will you do things?" And the Chinese farmer said, "Oh, who knows what'll happen, but we'll carry on and see what happens." Then the following day, the horse came back and brought 2 wild horses with it. So then all the other farmers said, "Oh, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. You've now got 3 horses. Before you had 1 horse, you've now got 3 horses. You're so lucky. You can do so much more on the farm. You can do so much. You can travel more. You're such a lucky person." And the Chinese farmer again said, "Oh, well, who knows? We'll see what happens." Then because the 2 wild horses had come back, the son then was trying to break them in, was riding them, and he fell off one of the horses and broke his leg. And then the other farmer said, "Oh, you're so unlucky. He's broken his leg. He can't work on the farm with you anymore. You're not going to be able to get the crops in. That's terrible. How unlucky you are." And the Chinese farmer said, "Well, who knows? We'll see what happens." Then the Chinese went to war, and the military came along, subscribing all the young men to go and fight. But of course, his son, his leg was broken, so he couldn't go to war. So then the other farmer said, "Oh, you're so lucky. You don't have to send your son off to war. We do. You're such a lucky farmer." And once again, the Chinese farmer said, "Who knows? We'll see what happens." So you never know. Circumstances just shows you come along and things happen, but we're just going to keep moving forward, and who knows what will happen in the future. Just things will happen to us. It's how we respond, move forward, and keep going to where we want to go to. It's what determines what life we're going to have in the future. And it's down to us. We create our own lives. Just keeping that vision of what we want to become, who we want to become, and moving ourselves forwards towards it to create the wealth we want in the future. And then things will happen as they happen, and we'll just carry on going. All good stuff. There you are. Have yourself a good one. All the best for now.